Hello and welcome to a Stranger Things special. I'm going to talk to you about Stranger Things. Yes, it's the new hit TV show that's come out on Netflix, and I have a cup of tea there. So let's talk about this show. Credits to Luke Milligan for making this brilliant video, which I'm currently just videoing for no particular reason, but it's just brilliant, and the theme tune. Anyway, so Stranger Things, set in 1983, about a boy who's gone missing and is in the Upside Down, and yes, turn that down a little bit, and turns out he's in another dimension with reality jumping and all that, and in the show it's called the Upside Down, and yes, so we've got Gaten Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, Millie Bobby Brown, brilliant actor. We got Finn Wolfhard, Winona Ryder, David Harper, Joe Kerry, Natalia Dyer, and I've forgotten who plays Jonathan Byers now. Oh, I've forgotten his name. Oh, never mind. But yeah, they play the main characters of this TV hit, and it's quite incredible because the Duffer Brothers have got some bits and bobs out of films from the 80s, such as I Have the Films, got The Goonies, there's bits from Stand By Me, Nightmare on Elm Street, Firestarter, and E.T. is the main one, I believe, that they look at, because the difference between Millie Bobby Brown, who plays 11, and E.T. are quite incredible, because they're just exactly like, in their own way anyway. So yes, they've announced the trailer for Series 2, and I'll show it you after this if you haven't seen it. But yes, as you know, I'm a big sci-fi fanatic, so I'm a big fan of Doctor Who, and I thought, hang on a minute, this was last year now, coming up to Christmas, I came across it on Netflix and thought, this is actually really good, I could sit through all of this. And well, what happened? I sat through all 8 episodes, non-stop, and I just couldn't get out of my head how incredible the story was. But yes, let's see if they've got the season 2 on here. So Series 2 of Stranger Things is set in 1984. There we go. And spoilers here. As Will Byers has been found, he's now back in the gang and playing all sorts of games like Dragon's Lair. But in the first series it was Dungeons and Dragons, which was a famous game. If you're not familiar with it, then I'd recommend looking online and seeing what it encounters. So this is the season 2 trailer, and it comes out October 27th of this year, and it was not long ago released on Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. So yes, talking about Stranger Things, It's the best thing since Doctor Who, basically, in my world. I haven't seen a current TV series exactly like this. I don't think there is many like this. You got all the 1980s references from E.T., The Goonies, Stand By Me, Nightmare on Elm Street, Firestarter. As I said, if you haven't seen those films, go and watch them. Check eBay because they're, or Amazon because they're cheap. If you buy them second hand. If you didn't see there, I've also got the book of Firestarter. Yes, so as I was saying, carrying on, films that inspired this are E.T., Firestarter, Nightmare on Elm Street, Stand By Me, The Goonies, but there's also other ones like Poltergeist, which I don't have, Jaws, as Sheriff Hopper does remind me of the main bloke, the guy in the series of Jaws. I've forgotten his name. All my glasses. He's also a bit of an Indiana Jones in my mind. As again, the season is set in 1984, so Ghostbusters was out, as you just saw them running on the bikes. Riding their bikes. So this series, I believe, is basically mostly Predator, Alien, Terminator, just like all them, because 1984 was a great year for films. Actually, all the 80s. If you haven't grown up in the 80s, then go home and watch the films and just think what it was like and ask your parents what was the 80s like. And they'd say that they had kids riding bikes and everything. Yes. This is the TV soundtrack, and this is the only thing that they've officially released. Apart from a couple of t-shirts and those Funko Pops that you get online. But apart from that, yes. So, as I was saying, Stranger Things, fantastic. Story is incredible. The 1 from 8 is just absolutely sublime. It's just so brilliant that the two guys that created it, well, they've run in awards anyway. But yes, they're just absolutely incredible coming up with this. And I can't believe that people rejected their program. That's the season 2 picture there, and that's the first series. Like I was saying, I can't believe that the Duffer Brothers were rejected, but Netflix were the only ones that put them up. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So as I was saying, if you haven't watched Stranger Things and you haven't got Netflix, then I'm afraid you're not going to be able to watch it. But if you've got somebody that's in the family that's got Netflix, then go straight to their house, ask if you could watch it. If they're polite and say, yeah, you can come round and watch it, don't hesitate, just stay there and watch it back to back, as it's so incredible. So yeah, as I was saying earlier on, you got Finn Wolfhard, he plays Mike. Noah Schnapp is the kid that goes missing. He plays Will Byers, Winona Ryder's son. I've forgotten the name of this. Then you got the incredible David Harper, who plays Sheriff Jim Hopper, and he goes looking for Will Byers. Turns out he's looking for 11, Millie Bobby Brown, halfway through, because he's looking at Hawkins and all that, and it's all a cover up. It's actually it's like an 8 hour long, well, an 8 episode long movie. That is that good. So yes, it's so jam packed full of 80s and late 70s vibes that you need to watch the films. Also in that collection that you didn't see was The Thing. Now, if you've seen it already, Yeah, you would have noticed that in the background of their basement, in Mike's basement, they got posters on the wall. A thing. Jonathan, who's Will's... I've forgotten the guy's name. There we go, Charlie Heaton, there we go. Who is in a couple of episodes of Casualty, if I remember. And he's a British actor. He plays Jonathan. And you got Natalia Dyer, who plays Nancy. Joe Kerry, who plays the brilliant Steve Harrington. You don't like him at the beginning, but he turns out to be a good guy at the end of it. And introducing the new cast, you got Sadie Sink. You got a guy from Aliens, I've forgotten his name. And you got a new guy that's similar to the bloke from The Shining, that film. You know, he goes mad and sort of try and base his character on. So yes, this is 11 minutes of me gossiping about Stranger Things. I thought I need to do it because I just wanted to tell the whole world. And even the shirt I've got on now is Stranger Things. So yes, if you haven't seen it, then damn, you're missing out on a good show. If you have seen it, well, I hope you enjoy season 2. I don't know what to say now apart from Stranger Things season 2 out October 27th. It's not on DVD yet. You kind of buy the unofficial DVD from Hong Kong, I believe, and it's quite cheap actually. And yeah, so people have bought quite a few of them because I've been looking on eBay and I've looked at them and it's about saying what 150 bought this, 200 people. So I thought, that's interesting. I haven't exactly bought it myself yet. Oh, look at that beach. So yes, if you want the soundtrack, which is absolutely phenomenal, buy Volume 1 and 2. I've only got Volume 1. Volume 2 I need to get. But yes, if you're a fan of Doctor Who, 80s Doctor Who, then maybe you'd get into this. But yes, this is what got me into... Well, I'd never actually watched Nightmare on Elm Street until a couple of days ago, when I went and bought it on DVD. And yeah, there's a couple of references where the Demogorgon is the creature's name. He comes out the wall, just like Freddy Krueger comes out the wall. You've got references in there from when Mike, Lucas and Dustin walk along the railway tracks, just like Stand By Me. You've got the characters, they're just very similar to the Goonies and the characters from E.T. You've got 11, basically E.T. and the girl from Firestarter. Plus, if you want to watch that, I highly recommend that. This widescreen version isn't very good though, because it's a thin strip of film. But yes, there's a lot of nosebleeds in it, just like from 11 when she nosebleeds after she's done a telekinetic movement with her hand and things start moving and crushes a Coke can and a van flipping in the air and that E.T. moment. Yeah, when you thought the bikes were going to fly, no, the van went and flew instead. So yes, there's some great films that I highly recommend from this series, and if you haven't got them, eBay or Amazon, that's what I'm saying. So yes, season 2, darker, more intact with Noah Schnapp, as we didn't hardly see him in the first season, but you're going to see him a lot in this. Will Byers, and if you notice in the trailer, Thriller, Michael Jackson is back from the dead. No, he's not. He's but the music went with that trailer quite well, and yes, I highly recommend it. If you haven't got Netflix, then I'm very sorry, but you're not going to be able to watch it. So yes, it's currently the third best program on telly, in my view. We had Doctor Who, yeah, you know I'm a Whovian. We had Sherlock this year, that was brilliant. Stranger Things, I know that was last year, but they are doing this year, and I don't care what people say. It's going to be grand. It's going to be grand. And yeah, a little off topic. Jodie Whittaker. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that doctor yet. There's a lot of controversy going around that Peter Davison has left his Twitter account. But anyway, yes. Not entirely sure about a woman doctor, but yes. Things can happen and change. So, yes, I'll put this up on as soon as possible, and you can watch it, and you can find out a bit of strange things about Stranger Things, and things and things and other things and things that haven't been strange. Well, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this Stranger Things video, and goodbye.